Hello, my name is Andy, and in this video we will be learning how to use your iPad's home screen. So first of all, what is the home screen? Yours may look a little different to mine, but what we have in common is the home screen is a collection of different apps. Apps are the small little pictures here on the screen, and each one represents a different program that we can use. So for example, if I wanted to check my calendar, I would come up here and I would tap on this icon. And here is my current calendar. When you have finished using an app, you come down to the bottom of the screen and you can see this black line here. If you place your finger on that bar and gently swipe upwards, then it takes you back to the home screen. If you have an older iPad, then you may have a physical button instead of that black line, and you press that button instead to close the app and take you back to your home screen. So just to show you that again, we can open any app by lightly tapping on it. And when we are finished, we can close the app by swiping up the black line at the bottom of the screen, or pressing on the physical home button if you have an older iPad. Now it's possible that you have more than one home screen. If you look down here, you will see that I have two dots. And the first one is lit up in white, the other one is grey. This shows that I have two screens of apps and that I'm currently looking at the first one. If I swipe my finger from the right to the left across the screen, we get to page 2, and you can see that the second dot has now become white. If I swipe back to the right, then we get back to the first screen. And you can see that the first white dot is lit up to show that we're on page 1. As you use your iPad more and more, you might add more and more apps. And as you do so, you will get more and more pages. If you keep swiping all the way over towards the right, eventually you will get to the app library screen. And we will be covering that in the next video. So feel free to subscribe so that you don't miss out on that. If we swipe all the way over to the left, then eventually you get to the widgets page. Depending on the age of your iPad, we can now put widgets on the main home screen, so this area has become less useful than it was in the past. But briefly, what is a widget? Well, it's usually a small information box that shows information from an app without having to open it directly. So for example, this widget here is showing me that my battery is currently at 53%. We will be covering widgets in far more depth in a later video. Before we finish, I've got a bonus tip for you. The iPad is a touchscreen, which means it works with touch. In other words, there's no point pressing harder on the screen, even if you're frustrated with the iPad. The best way to use it is to use the pad of one of your fingers and lightly swipe left and right to move between the different screens, or gently tapping on one of the apps to open them. Some people find using a stylus pen easier than their finger, and it doesn't leave fingerprints on the screen. So consider trying one of those and see how you get on. So I really hope you found this video helpful, and if you would like to see more tutorials in the future, then you can subscribe by tapping the iTeach logo currently on the screen. It's completely free, and you'll be notified of future videos that will help you get the most out of your iPad. And if you're hungry for more, then on the right hand side are two videos I would recommend watching next. Thank you and see you next time.